I'm Lenora, your host for 3 Ps in a Pod. It's about purpose, pathways, and perspectives. Today, I just want to talk a little bit about perspective on investing. And speaking of investing, subscribe to this podcast on your favorite podcast app so you can invest in yourself every week with a new episode. I have interviews coming up. They're going to be great. I hope you go back and listen to some of the other great interviews. There's some powerful, wonderful people that I've talked to in the past episodes. Enjoy those. Invest in yourself and enjoy this quick episode of 3 Ps in a Pod. Investing takes time. Apparently, the definition is to put effort, time, money into something to make a profit, to get an advantage, or to see an increase. So I think a farmer invests. If a farmer plants a seed in the ground, that's investing, right? He's or she is putting it under the dirt, tilling the ground, doing whatever they do, and then having to have some patience, and then eventually they get some plants and some fruit. So farmers invest. Takes time. Another thing about investing, I looked it up. It's easier these days than ever to research and learn some things on the internet. It's also easier than ever to get distracted on the internet. But investing is to take care of unseen expenses, provide a buffer for things that may arise in the future. So it's long-term thinking, and we can invest in a lot of things. Humans are creative. I think I used to actually think when I was younger that you kind of had your lot in life, and however you started or whatever you saw or whatever was being seen out there in the world just happened, sort of just happened. Rich people were rich, poor people were poor, crazy people went crazy. Seriously, I thought that. And thank God I learned over time, you can change your vision. You can change your future. Now, I don't get to control everything, but I'm saying humans are creative. I think humans were created. And so because of that, we are incredibly creative. We can invest in ourselves. We can invest in all kinds of things. You can invest in your talent. People have natural aptitude, but if you invest in your talent, you keep practicing, learning, watching people that are already excellent at it, you can turn a talent into a skill. And skills are the things that tend to make money. Talent can come or go, but people that actually put in the discipline to build skills, you see that in sports all the time. You may have somebody with raw talent. I remember somebody in high school, and they were known to have a whole lot of raw talent. But they would skip practices because they just kind of figured they'd show up and be the star. And over time, they did not stay in the lead. Other people that were much more disciplined and invested themselves, invested their efforts, they became more skilled. And they were known to be faithful, and they got opportunity, and they continued to build and to win. And those disciplines, even if they didn't go on to play professional sports, those disciplines can pay off in a lot of other areas. So it can be a workforce skill. It can be about your own health. I thank God I got involved in some groups or people that helped me see there's a lot of things you can do to improve your own health. Rather than just wait till something's off, go to show up to somebody who's supposed to be a magical expert and expect them to fix me. Now, I want help anytime I need it in the medical arena, but I've learned there's a lot of things I can do. I can invest in myself, in my health, what I eat, what I do, activities, get ideas to do things that I'm going to stick to and figure out why I even would or wouldn't want to stick to something. So there's a lot of ways you can invest in yourself, in your knowledge. Because when you get knowledge, and even better yet, get a new vision of what's possible for yourself, then you're more motivated to keep investing in yourself and voila, over time, produce a better future. This also works in relationships. Do you know that, well, I don't know if the average person's good at it. I don't know what the percentage is, but some people seem to be really good at relationships and others are not. I think a big piece of that is what relationship skills did they see? What was modeled to them? What did they see all the time over and over again? Because what you saw over and over becomes your vision, the imprint on your mind, and it becomes your expectation. And then humans are really good at reproducing whatever their expectation is, whatever their vision is. So if you don't like how your relationships are, or when I've needed to improve my relationships, I invest in myself. I invest obviously in the relationship, but I need to understand more. Why did I pop off like that? Or why did I make this choice? Or whatever the issue might be. And I can learn. I'm a reader, because they say leaders are readers. I need to keep reading then. But I'm telling you, you can invest in yourself. So you can build a great, profitable bucket of relationships. It's not a great term for relationships, bucket. But you can produce great job skills in yourself to come out of you. You can produce great friendships, great health. There's a lot you can control. I'm not saying we can control everything. I'm saying you can invest. And financially, you can also learn and invest there too. We don't need to be afraid of things. We just need to learn more and invest. Because over time, like the farmer, we can produce great fruit.